welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing in the Terracraft SMP. If you don't know what the Terracraft SMP is, let me give you a quick rundown. Terracraft SMP is a modded survival world where we were split into groups of teams and put into our own biomes. Now, our teams all have control over our own biomes, but our own biomes have their pros and their cons, their advantages, their disadvantages, their peace, their war. It's insane. So I don't have a full scope of the map just yet because I haven't even gotten to half of the biomes yet. I haven't even filled out all of my own biome yet. Like, that is how huge this world is. But the biomes that we have include spawn. Spawn is its own little biome, I guess you could say. We have the swamp biome, the volcano biome, the redwood biome, my biome, the snow biome, the tropics biome, the hot springs biome, the jungle biome, and last but not least, the desert biome. Now, my team has lots of alliances. There hasn't been really much war going on between the biomes yet. I hope there never will be, but you never know. In today's video, I specifically made a list of what I want to get done because I keep getting distracted doing other things, which is totally fine. I love getting distracted and I love hanging out with the people on this SMP. It's absolutely amazing, but I do have some things that I really would like to get to. So if we open our notes up right here, we can see here are the things that I'm wanting to get done in today's video. I would like to finish decorating my bedroom because I was supposed to do that last video and never even got to it. I want to do my crop area. Also was supposed to do that last video, never got to it, so we're gonna see if we can at least get those done in today's video. And we're gonna decorate the garden area where the crops are gonna be and everything. Then we are going to build a sapling shop in our biome near our shrine. I kind of have a little bit of an idea of what I want to do for the design for the shop, but honestly, we're gonna see if it's gonna work. I'll get more into that later when we actually start building the shop. Next thing I want to do, I need to put some hanging signs in my chest area because whenever I let other people use some things for my chests, they tend to get confused on where everything is. So I'm going to kind of label everything just so we can kind of get that confusion sorted. I need to get more food so I don't starve. I only have 7 pieces of steak currently, so I need to run to the redwood forest and just start massacring some cows for some food and get that cooked up before I do anything. That's probably number 1 on the list. And then I want to build a statue in the desert for V, my bestie Westie, who is in the desert biome. Now, they have an awesome build going on in the desert biome. I will definitely show you guys later in this video. I'm sure I'm always over there hanging out with her, but it is this amazing Sphinx statue. And I kind of want to go in with that idea a little bit and just add my own little monument to it to be like, hey, we're alliances, we're cool, let me give you a little build. So I'm going to try to get that done in today's video. Will it get done in today's video? I guess you should watch and see. But anyways, with the ideas of today's video lined out, and with the daytime coming to a close in game, I need to run inside and sleep because the nighttime is very scary. But look at how pretty the sunset is over my house. I love these shaders. It's amazing. But with that, let's get started with today's video. No way, she can't even hear us.
She's deafened.
Oh my gosh. Look, she's just frolicking. How has she not seen us? She's such a cutie. She's running a little fast. Where is she going? Where did she go? She's not even on my mini map anymore. Oh my gosh, she is running. She's running, I'm running. She's like trying to undeafen. There she goes. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Watch out, watch out! Oh my gosh.
I got it.
It almost killed her. What is she? Is she trying to undeafen?
Oh, her binds again.
Oh, poor Poor baby. Oh
I
my
should have brought
gosh.
her one. I should have brought her a dried gas.
Oh, this poor lady.
She did this yesterday.
No, she didn't.
Yes.
There we go. I can
Oh,
hear
there
you.
she is.
Sorry.
Oh, my mouth.
Every
hurts from
time I
swallowing
load back
it.
in this game, my keybinds reset and I can't find the button. found the
Oh.
Hi.
You almost
We
died
were
to a
watching
creeper. I
you.
don't know if you
We were
saw that or
scared.
No,
not.
I
Behind
am
you.
literally the least self-aware human being in the
Oh my
universe.
gosh, it was creeping up on you like
It
this.
was so close to you.
I'm so stupid. I
You
literally
yelled
had no
creeper
idea.
and then you didn't react and we're like, oh.
She's stepping.
Literally me. I'm like la 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 la
Like
la.
this.
Yeah, we were just watching and you were like, la 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 la.
I was dead when I just saw that text. Like wait. Literally me just in the sand. What are you guys doing?
You know, taking a little sand break to come to more sand.
Get some
to come
tan.
look at more sand.
Get a tan.
Oh,
See,
yes,
this is
good
a
tan.
tropical tan. It's a different tan.
Yeah, true. It is very different.
Yeah.
She was
Your
in
tan
dirt,
is
so I
like
saved
I'm
her.
burnt to a crisp tan.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, you know, you guys are making me want to go get an elytra, and I think I might.
Oh, you should. If you need
Ooh,
help,
that
we can
is,
help you too.
A process. That is
I don't even know
process,
what
bro.
I don't even know the trade for that. At least ours. I have no idea what it is. I don't remember now.
You have to go. You know, you just have to go to the volcano, get lucky with 3 wither skulls, and then kill the wither. And then get a elytra.
Yeah, that probably won't
Yay!
happen.
It's
not-
really, I
not right
promise you,
now.
it's really not that hard. The hardest part is
Honestly,
just
I
getting
could
lucky
help
with
you.
wither skulls.
But,
Like,
I feel like you would like to grind. And
Yeah.
I think it would be entertaining to
I've
watch.
been grinding today. I mean, it doesn't seem like it because I still have
I believe
iron,
you. I believe
but
you.
I am on my way to go get cows.
ooh.
So
Cows
'cause-
in this economy?
I know. I literally couldn't find any here, so I'm gonna have
I don't
to
know
go
if they
somewhere else
spawn
and
here.
grab them.
Yeah, you might have to go.
I don't think they
Where-
do.
Where's the closest you could go?
I think
I found
probably
some
Redwood.
cows.
Oh, do hot springs have cow? Then probably hot spring. Yeah.
That's where I was
Oh.
just at to get the waystone, and then now I'm gonna go back. But I'm just scared I'm gonna get attacked by a shark. But I'm gonna have to risk it for the biscuit.
Oh,
They're
no.
scary. Honestly,
But I
do you
have
want the
been
gas?
grinding.
I know the gas would be really slow, but
Yeah, here.
can,
I haven't
I can
even
bring
went
you
to the
one.
nether. The thought of
There
having.
you go. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I might have farmed like 50 gas tiers, so I'm just handing out gas.
How's the nether? Wait, can we go to the nether?
It's the volcano.
Yeah, it's just the volcano
Oh, so
region.
technically we can't. It's just a volcano. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I made a pig farm because I
Ooh.
need food, but then I need leather for books because I made all my diamond armor and diamond tools.
Oh.
I just have to enchant them.
You can smell rotten flesh and make it leather too. I
Well-
didn't know about it either until
I'm
V
glad
told
you
me,
did,
and she was
because
she
I swear,
was
if
keeping
I
it
found out
she
after
was keeping
I
it a
brought these
secret.
Stupid cows home.
She was keeping
I
it a
would've
secret.
raged.
She was keeping it a
Exciting.
secret. Alright guys, now that we are back from slaughtering some animals in the redwood and we have our food cooking over there, I am going to start hanging up the hanging signs and figuring out how I like it and how I want it to look for our storage area labeling type deal. Alright guys, so we have our hanging signs up and we have them labeled, and I think what I want to do now is go around, moss bloom antlers, and dye the words white and then also make them glow because I think it's easier to see whenever it is like that. So see, we can see it's glowing, so it's blocks, general blocks. I think I'm going to do that for all of these and we'll see how it looks like that. All right, yes, I think I definitely love the look of this and it just makes it so much easier to see things, especially if you're a visitor and you need to find something specific in my storage area. Alright guys, now that we have our hanging signs up, I think now I'm going to decorate the bedroom. So let's watch this transformation and see if it looks good. All right, guys, and we are done with the bedroom. It looks so good, and I love it so much. So let's start the grand tour. When you walk into the bedroom, if we turn over here, we have our little vanity closet area. I'm thinking about putting a little chair here so you can like actually sit, but I kind of like the openness of it so we can really see the detail. I don't know, I'm not too sure. But here we have one of the wardrobes with some armor in it to make it look like clothes, and we can shut and open it if we want. We have our little vanity with our mirror, and we have another one of these little wardrobes that you can open and close. Over here we have the little reading nook that looks out onto the outside, which it will be a nice view whenever I finally do my crop area, which is probably next on the list, but it's okay. We have this little reading nook area right here with some flowers. And then if we come over here to our little bed area, we have this nice little head frame with some decorations on it, and our bed, and a little buffet thing for the end. You can sit on it. It's really just for decoration though. And then we have a grandfather clock here, and we also have a little jukebox right there for some jams if we ever want some jams. And then we have another cute little desk over here in the corner. I love this. I need to take these torches down right here. It looks so good, and I'm really proud of it. And I guess it's time to get started on our next task. But first, let's go into our notes and let's edit them, and we can delete finish bedroom decor because we are done with that. So next on my list is probably going to be to plant my crops and decorate my garden area. Where that is going to be out here in the front, because if it's in this biome, it'll freeze. And the only reason why my koi fish pond, which all my koi fish despawned from because I didn't name them. I'll have to go get some more and name tag them. But the only reason why this pond doesn't freeze is because the outside blocks are done in stairs. So that keeps it from freezing, and I can't really do that for my crop area. So my crop area is over here in the tundra biome where it is warm and the water will not freeze. So in this big flat area that I terraformed, this is where we're gonna have our nice little garden area. So I guess let's get ready and get started on this. Alright guys, so I kind of have an outline of what I'm wanting to do for the shape of my crop beds, at least for these crop beds up here. I think I might add definitely we're gonna decorate this after I do the crop beds just to kind of see where I can put the pathing and everything. But I kind of want to do a little river going around because there are some crops that need to be planted in water. So I'll definitely have to do something like that. But here's what we have going on for this part of the crop beds. I've kind of outlined it just with pathing blocks right now. And then I'm going to take my wood and I'm going to fill it in where everything is and add some depth and some detail. So let's get started on these crop beds themselves. Alright guys, so I finished going through and planting every crop and fruit that is plantable that I can plant for right now. And it's honestly way less than I thought it was. So I think what I'm going to do is go through the mods and figure out what fruits and plants and things that I'm missing that I can have access to and get, and make a little list of that, and maybe do some adventuring later to find some. Obviously not right now because I want to get this area finished, but that way in the future whenever I do come across them, I can start planting them. So I'm going to make that list really quick and then we'll get started decorating again. Alright guys, so I made a little notes list of the crops that I still need to plant, but we will get back to that later because now what I think I want to do is start connecting this pathway through the crop area and actually decorating it. So as I said, I think I want to do a little river type deal running through here. I'm not too sure exactly how I'm gonna do it, but I think I might mess around with it a little bit and figure out if I can do like a nice little creek going through here, because there are a couple of crops I think that need to be fully submerged in water in order to be planted, and it would look really nice if we had like a little creek running through. So I think that's what I'm going to try to get started on now, and we're going to see if the landscaping turns out nice or if it's just going to get scrapped. Alright guys, so what we've got going on so far is we finished the creek area, I guess you could call it. Not really finished, but we finished decorating it, I guess you could say. I think I'm going to add some koi fish in here, honestly, because they kind of make the place look really pretty and lifeful. Maybe some other kinds of fish, I'm not too sure. I know we have some fish in our ocean here in this biome, so maybe I'll go look and see what kind of fish we have going there. But here is where we have the little creek area. Now I think I'm going to get working on the pathways and then maybe decorating with some trees and things like that. And before I forget, I was able to find some of the crops that we need. So I do have melon and pumpkin, but I do need to find an area to plant them. I think I'm going to have like their own little area because they grow kind of oddly compared to actual crops. I did find beetroot. I do have cocoa, but again, those are going to have to grow in a separate area because they're a little odd to grow. I also found cabbage and lettuce, so I think the only ones I lack are tomato and corn. Alright guys, the farm is officially done. I am so proud of it and I am so excited to give you guys the grand tour. So let's take a look at it. When you walk up to my house, you can see here we have some little trees going on. Let's go over here first. We have a nice little chicken coop because I thought it kind of just went with the farm theme very well. And over here we have Bippity Boppity Boop. I moved him over here because he is our pet. So we have Boop over here now. And it says, "Welcome to Reagan's snowy farm and cottage. Say hello to our mascot, Boop." So we have Bippity Boppity Boop here. And as you come in, you're met with this beautiful pathing with lots of shells and flowers. And we have this really pretty creek running with some koi fish in it. It's very nice. It's got some purple sand, some luscious crops, some really pretty flowering lily pads. We have some amethyst, some cattails, some firefly bushes. It gets really magical around here at nighttime with all of the lighting that I added in, with the glowberries and the lanterns and everything that are all around the pathway. And as we come up here, we are met with another pretty tree and a nice little cart underneath with some honeycomb storage in it from the bees that I'm finally able to put up and use. Of course, they help with our crop growth. As you know, the crop growth in the snow biome is not the best, but having these moss blooms right here and having our bees really speeds it up. As you can see, our crops are fully grown, which is absolutely amazing. So let's look over here. Over here is our vegetable side. So in the butterfly shape of the plant thing, we are doing crops that are more veggie type crops, and we have this really cool reaper which actually harvests crops. I haven't used it. I'm a little scared to use it, but it's a really cute decoration. And over here on this side where the bow is, we have the more fruity crops, berry crops, things like that. We haven't collected too many of them so far, but that's what we have going on with that. And as we keep going down the path, we have another little beehive stand right here. We have this very beautiful tree with lots of luscious flowers and gardens to it, with our reindeer Dasher and Dancer over here just hanging out at the tree. And over here is just some chest monsters that I had from building. Don't look at them, pretend they're not there. Over here, we have a cute little storage area that I'll probably store a lot of our crops in. So we just have this cute little thing right here. I thought it just kind of went with the vibe very well. And right here, we have another one of the nifty carts, which my animals actually keep getting stuck in, which is a little annoying, but it's okay. It just adds to the area and the life of the area, and I really like it. So I'm not going to take it out. And we have another one of these cute little trees. I just love the way that these trees look. I think the overhanging with the leaves just brings like a really nice life and dynamic feeling to the garden area. And as we keep going down the path, we have another little cart. I just really like these carts, and I think they match the vibes of the area very well. Another cute little tree with some bees. Same thing over here, another cute little tree with the bees. Some flower pots around. And over here, we are wrapped back around to our creek with our cute little koi fish in it. And it just kind of makes a full little loop. And I really am so proud of this garden. It took a couple of hours to build and figure out how I really want this place to look, but it's so just, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, it's just such a nice, luscious area, and I'm really, really, really proud of this build. Alright guys, now that I have finished the garden area at my base, what I'm going to get started on next is building the area for my first shop. It's going to be a sapling shop with mostly saplings that you can only get from my biome, or saplings that are kind of rare and that I have and I'm willing to sell to people. Obviously, I'm not going to sell them for like a ridiculous amount. They're freaking saplings. So I'm excited to start this shop just because the design that I have is going to be really cool. And I've actually already laid out the area for it just to make sure the measurements are right, that it'll look fine. I had to terraform a little bit of the area around to make it even for everything. So I went ahead and kind of created the shape for what I'm going for. I am trying to build a giant custom tree where you'll be able to actually go inside, and inside of the tree is where the shop is going to be. So I've kind of laid out the area just to kind of schematic where the stump is going to be, and then we'll actually get started filling it in with wood and everything next. That is probably the next step for what we're going to do for here. I do probably need to light up the area in here so as I'm building, mobs don't spawn, because creepers are very annoying. So we're gonna light this up, and then we're actually going to get started on adding in the wood and building the stump itself. Alright guys, now that we have finished the actual base of the tree shop, what we are going to get started on now is actually filling in the top layer with the leaves and figuring out how that's gonna work. I hope that it ends up looking good. Honestly, this base took me so long and I still need to add certain details to it, but we're going to start filling in the leaves, and we're going to start lighting up the trunk a little bit with some glowberries and some lanterns and some hidden lanterns with the moss carpets. That way mobs are not spawning on the tree. Alright guys, so I've got a lot of the sapling shop done. The only thing that is left to do on the outside of it is finish the leaves and then add the decorations like glowberries and moss and just things like that to kind of spruce up how it like looks aesthetically. But the leaves are actually taking way longer than I expected them to. I'm having to use probably thousands of leaves to fill out this giant tree. So I'm going to take a break from doing that, and we'll probably finish it in the next video. I probably won't spend too much time on the leaves themselves because it's boring watching me sit there and place leaves over and over again. But what we can do with it is I need to beef up the bottom parts here so that it's not so linear, and finish filling in all these little areas and kind of spruce up the top a little bit with some more leaves. I just basically need to add leaves everywhere, and I've got my happy gas for that, and I've been doing it with that, but I'm so tired of staring at leaves. So we're going to take a break from that, and we are actually, instead of doing the inside, we're not going to do that just yet. I think we're going to save that for next video. But one last thing I would like to get done in today's video, as we can check out our list of what to do is I need to build the statue that I'm wanting to build in the desert for V and for Spider, because I told V I really wanted to build something for them since they are one of the Snow People's alliances. And I think I have an idea of what I want to do. So I've got my materials here in my shulker box. So we are going to head over to the desert and see if we can find an area where I don't think they'll be building at, but still that they can see it. And we're going to see if we can build our nice little area for them there. Alright guys, so I think I found a cute little area right here where the Joshua trees are. I know that they don't really like this area with all the trees, so I think they won't end up ever building here. So I think this is a good spot. You'll still be able to see it near their shrine to add to the decor. And it's far enough away where I don't think it's going to be in the way of any of the builds that they are wanting to do. So let's get started on building this really nice statue for my desert peeps. Alright guys, and with that, the cat statue is done. It is very desert themed, and I think it kind of goes along with what they are doing for the theme of the desert. Obviously, they have this absolutely magnificent, like, statue of a sphinx up here, I think is what it's called. A sphinx, right? Is that right? And it just goes with like the culture that they're bringing down to the desert very well. So I wanted to do something that kind of went along with what their build plans are. So we have this cute little cat because I know back in Egypt, back in the day, they used to worship them. And I built it out of sandstone specifically so it kind of matches the sphinx that they have going on with their storage area. So we have this adorable little cat right here. And I built this specifically for V because I told her I was going to do it for her. So I put dedicated to V by Reagan. But obviously it's a decoration for all of the desert peeps. Just more specifically for her. So there is the cat statue. And with that guys, that is where I'm going to end today's video off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. If you did, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you are enjoying Terracraft, be sure to check out the other Terracraft members' channels and links down below in my description. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got so much done in today's video, and we're going to do even more in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, everybody!